like rocket fuel. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? How about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? How about it? Rep for your drum. When your post, you're popping your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Hey, look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet, this sugar. One man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn it out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, easy to get rich or dead. Trying, this ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or a bed. Do what you can to do, make your next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain. Treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, let's go. Get first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See that pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah,
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, that make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me, cause her lame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big 100, that's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I
All right, Coach, thank you as always. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to Chile, but
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. True. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge.
all right, Coach, thank you as always. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to Chile, but of course sold out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Kansas City Chiefs. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Yellow, that's a lot. Hey, yellow, hey, go gun. Come on,
let's go. Shift.
Attack.
Shift.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. Oh. A couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Out of bounds at the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
56. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Yellow, yellow.
Zoom, fellas. Let's go. Watch the edge. Switch, switch, switch.
My turn.
Now here's Mahomes. He finds an opening past the 40, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. Here's Tyler Newsome now. Back deep for the Jags, D.D. Westbrook. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
At their own 44-yard line.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Deuce, 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 deuce. Check, 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 check.
Switch. 6-6. Bullet high. Leo, Leo. Fight.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Greystone travel.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Five. Now.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Go.
Undercrush.
This is Fournette.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 35.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go. Set. 8. Read. Hey, let's Blue draw corkers. Go.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, 35 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that makes the score 7-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in there.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. To try again after the sack. Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Yellow. Let's go, 180. Attack.
Nice, sweetheart. Kill.
Right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Come back.
Check 3. Check 31.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 39. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
All day. Let's go, Mike 50. Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
Break.
First down, Jacksonville.
Topper. Watch the safety creep. Bravo. 50. Hey. 50. Get it.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And that's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, Echo. Ready.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Frank Clark, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Got it. Hey, seam 6.
I got you, son. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 29 is the Mike. Mike.
Yep. Right on.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. Open man is Westbrook, complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew to the goal line, but it's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Ready up.
Mike 29. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Hey, check 20.
X3, 218, chopper. Hey, Alpha.
29 is a Mike. Mike 29.
Yeah, he don't want none.
29 is a Mike. Mike 29.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense.
5.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
He's coming. Double up.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Yellow.
He's brought down at the
15.
42-yard line.
Watch out. Watch out.
It's a gain of 3.
Rush in. Rush
Brings
in.
up 3rd
Rush in.
and 4.
Yellow.
Check 25. Check 25.
43. 43.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Mike, watch the pass.
Delta.
Here we go. Here we go.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ready? 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Ready? 30 base.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. 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 Twist.
Smooth. Hey.
Hey, tight. 31's the Mike.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew.
Here we go.
Flushed out right. Caught here by Conley. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Check 26. Check 26. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Yes. Step.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did, but let's face it.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 77 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And it's 17-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, but it'll be second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Why? Get wide.
On the run, it's Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And the Chiefs are going to get him. Ezekiel Ansah. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Now, look at me. Go.
Check 37. Check 37.
Here's Minshew. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
6-6, pull it,
and indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's Hill on the return. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 48-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now they try the right side here. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Yellow. Don't let him breathe deep.
Orbit. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Kill, 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 kill. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Josh Allen picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Pick it up.
Yellow.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Hey, alert 3.
Here we go. 4th down. Mahomes taking a deep shot here. He's got it at the 15. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check out. Check 13.
Off play action, it's Minshew. That's out to his running back, Fournette. It'll be a gain of 4, and it's a second down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket, that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
A pass there complete to Westbrook. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Jaguars.
Ready?
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line.
4 down, even. Alert flare.
Topper!
Take the edge. Come. Check hot route.
Hard.
52.
Yo, go.
Now Fournette. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
61, matchbox lights.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
70, Indy.
I can't believe
80 weapon.
31's the mic. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Hey, exit.
Check 43.
Hey.
Sponge. No.
Get it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Minshew. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What do we call?
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Switch.
Now a handoff looking right. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D linemen to make the play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Now watch run, watch smoke. Mike 48. Who there?
Hey, Sunday.
Check. Crunch. Crunch.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
14.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 33-yard line.
48. 48's Mike. 48's Mike.
50, yellow.
Pick up the ball. Check. Exit. Lucky. Out.
2nd and 5 now. Mahomes, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Miles Jack. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Check. 48's the Mike. Check. 48's the Mike. Recon 132 fighting. Back and go full strength. Check safety.
57, 15.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Bang. Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we're going to mic the 48 right now. High 7, let's go.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
80 weapon.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Watch the whip.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
I'm coming after you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
And that one, an absolute backbreaker. A chance to get back within a score, couldn't do it.
Yeah, that one went begging, as they say, right? There's the opportunity, and it was missed. But all hope's not lost just yet. But, boy, getting back within 1 score would have been a powerful motivator for their defense to take the field with.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Watch twist. Watch.
Look at me. Zipper. Shoot.
Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16.
Hey! No gain on this defense. No gain.
Deuce.
Hey, lock it.
Check.
Five.
Now Minshew. Escaping the pressure right. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Watch out for Hill on the return. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. He goes 57 yards on the punt return, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
We go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, it's Fournette. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 33.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand.
On the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the Chiefs' 34-yard line.
60 Pittsburgh. I'm coming after you. Watch twist. Watch the twist.
6'6", pull it high. Look at me. Go, go.
Fournette on the counter. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in
They still need 6 yards here on third down after the penalty. Their season ends here, a tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll just